Penguin YouTube channel, Facebook page, LinkedIn, and Twitch for productive gamers by a gamer with your host, Nico Penguin. And today we are joined by Dougem Medhen. Dougem, thank you so much for being here today.
It is a very pleasure. It is a pleasure to be here.
And Dougem, you did say that you go by Doug, correct?
Yes.
All right, perfect. And without further ado, I just want to jump into the exciting topics that we have to discuss today. Now, do you play video games or you stay away from video games?
Oh no, I still actively play them.
Okay, you play some games. All right. So I try to ask everybody, what is your favorite game system, console, or, you know, your favorite apparatus of gaming?
It must be said that while I don't necessarily have a favorite game console because th- th- there's only one game console that one game consoles that I true to, that I hold on. Let me try to English again. There, there is one. I'm a PC gamer, yes,
Hey,
but however,
PC. Okay. I'm a PC gamer too. All right.
I still do buy Nintendo consoles mainly because Nintendo still gives me games that I want. Whereas, like Sony, I used to be in Sony's band camp back in PlayStation One days,
Hmm.
but ever since they just don't have like the kind of imaginative games that Nintendo still has to offer. I mean, you're talking PS1, you had Jumping Flash, Medieval, Twisted Metal, Warhawk, Wipeout,
Oh,
discontinued
yeah.
Wipeout, bastards.
No, that's actually
But
pretty cool.
anyway, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Nintendo's the only console developer that gives me games that I personally want. Granted, they killed Switch Bowling. I mean, Wii Bowling was a perfect concept.
Yes.
They just
Yes.
had to with Switch Bowling fucked it up, and we can't. You can't even do a drinking game properly with the. Okay, no, I'm done. I'm done. I won't dwell on it because if I dwell on it, I get heated.
No, so you like the party console of the Switch, but then you also like the I would say not even the single player concept, but what draws you into PC gaming?
In all honesty, well, it is dead single player. Like mouse and keyboard. The console game. No, the consoles can only have fighting games, and even then, like I have a PS4 controller, and
Mhm.
Fighter Five still works on PC, despite the fact that I keep getting kicked out from Capcom's weird like service. But then again, Fighter Six is coming, so I gotta like prepare for that.
Right. Now, which game would you say is your favorite? Or if it's hard to come up with your favorite, which game would you say you spent the most hours playing?
That's a toss up between like Dawn of War 2. It's based on 40K. If any listeners know 40K, Space Marines all the way. Planet Side 2. Wow, I just realized
Ooh.
those two games had two in it. Um, eh, well, I, I don't know if you know him because like he Slab Lounge podcasts with us. Tyler Brook, Geek Talk with Tyler.
Mhm.
Um, like I, I, me, him, Captain K, Bob. I have to get them to play Uno with me. We just have to find a way to get through Ubisoft's shitty UPlay service. But it's
Mhm.
Uno. It's the ultimate friendship destroying game. I mean,
Yes.
it's just so amazing. It's why I need them to play Uno with me.
Make you want to draw four real quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Uno. The thing is, though, like with Ubisoft's Uno, like it's fun if you will, even if you play single player. The music is all right, with the exception of the Rayman one, because
Hmm.
there's a Rayman stage in there. And
Hmm.
when I was doing a bit on that, it went you know how like when someone's on Uno and like so the thing is like the tension starts to build up. So
Yeah,
Ubisoft
yeah.
decided to up the music, play try to playing suspenseful music.
Oh, for
Thing
real?
is though, Yeah, the problem with that, like in Rayman's stage, is that the suspenseful music sounds like you're in a '70s porno, and then when everything starts to calm down, it switches to hillbilly porn music, and here I am just like wondering, like, just what? Oh my goodness! But yeah, I still need Uno. I still believe in playing Uno.
No, that's understandable. That's understandable. Even some basic card games give you that adrenaline rush and makes you just want to fight your friends. So that's completely understandable. Now, before we continue, I did want to give you the opportunity to let everybody know, all the listeners and would-be listeners in the future, what is it that you do, or what would you want them to check you out? Any websites, YouTube channels, Twitter, etc.
Um, YouTube top. Boy, I cannot English today. Which is a sticker we're selling. Anyway, one like, or you can just go to youtube.com/Mad Hen House or madhenhouse.com. We do game development. We do
Mm.
game design tutorials in Unreal Engine 5. Is Unity finally coming? Shut up. We do animations, particularly right now we're doing parody animations, as
Hmm.
well as we are going to unveil our serious bits hopefully soon, though I have to put soon in massive air quotes, as well as we do podcasting. We do with the Slab Lounge podcast. We just finished wrapping one up today because we had to do an emergency Slab Lounge since Kevin Conroy died. Rest in power. And as well as Gallagher, he died too. Rest in power.
Mhm.
And yeah, we also do Let's Plays, though. I Let's Plays. Let's just leave the Let's Plays at that.
All right, perfect. And so you did mention that you do animation, or what part of the animation process or creation process are you a part of?
Well, me. It's not. To be fair, it's not just me. It's
Hmm.
me. It's myself, Kevin Bradley, who I call Captain K, Robert, I call him Bobbert, and Tyler Brook. Actually, it's weird. Tyler was originally on us with the Slab Lounge, and then he was just all
Hmm.
like, "Oh, I want to be part permanent Slab Lounge," which we were all for. But then, like, he got to look into our animated parodies. I just did all the writing.
Hmm.
Kevin, Bobbert, they joined up for writing too. And then Tyler wanted in on it. See, and then as far as the animators are concerned, we are talking to. Well, we're not talking to. We're actually doing animations with. His name is Luke Davis.
Hmm.
Um, so like the I do most of the writing, and then like Captain Bobbert and Tyler, man, they will either edit or add in their own stuff, and I am all for it. I basically provide the foundation. For instance, one of the animated parodies that we're working on right now is the Walking Barbecue parody on Walking
Mm.
Dead. Essentially, Rick and friends decide to like hold a barbecue on Herschel's farm for no
Hmm.
apparent reason, and one of the things that was added in was like the condiments, which is like "fuck the walkers" or whatever, past the "sweet baby Rays." That was Captain K's line or something like that. Later
Yeah.
on, we're doing like right after that's done, we're going to be doing a Marvel parody. We're going to focus on Marvel parodies, two of them, but like they're going to be multi-episodic. The first one involving X-Men, and the second one involving Spider-Man. The X-Men one is right now we have I think 6 episodes planned out. But one of
Hmm.
the funniest bits that Tyler suggested is that Wolverine and Hulk have a rivalry, and how that rivalry stemmed was that Wolverine cut in line, and I never wanted to put Hulk in there at all. Like they sold me on it, and I instantaneously took that concept as to
Hmm.
why the line cutting even happened in the first place, and it involved Bruce Banner going to the like asking Wolverine to save his spot because he had to run to the bathroom. Goes to
Hmm.
the bathroom. He's doing his business. You know how you're just like forcing it out, and like he gets pissed off, forcing it out, turns into the Hulk, and just destroys the bathroom entirely. And
Ah! Yo, yo,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you came up with that part?
I came up with that part when we were doing our writing jam sessions like that. Because again, like Hulk was just never supposed to be in it. Like, but like the second they started bringing that up, I was just all like, the possibility is there. It's staring me in the face.
Facts. So your so the part of the creation process that you have is, as you mentioned, is laying that foundation, is getting pretty much all the ideas that everybody has, and then making it happen in regards to actually creating that with. Do you do it with written? Do you type it up? Do you record your?
Oh yeah. Like how it works is I type out the scripts. Like for instance, one of the scripts that I have completed, we just haven't started on yet, is something called Mega Mania. Think every iteration of Mega Man just tossed into one thing. Mega Man
Mm,
Vanilla, like OG the Blue Bomber, is
mhm.
like this drunken has been. I wrote that all down. It's like a 20-page script because at one point, anyway, I won't get into the plot points, but let's say we work on that tomorrow. I'll
Mhm,
bring in the script, read over the lines because all of the entire like the entirety is right there. And if they're like, "Hey, Doug, you included Land from Mega Man Battle Network, but he only has that one bit. Why?
mhm.
Why is that?" And I'm being like, "I don't know where else to take him." So if they're like, "Okay, let's do this with him, and then let's do that with him, and then hey, we see that Fresh at one point decides to clean himself by licking his undercarriage, despite the
Mhm.
fact that he literally has no junk. So let's do something more with that. Why is OG Mega Man always drunk? And I'm just like, because it makes sense.
That's actually
So
pretty
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Like I don't like look, I have no qualms editing all the content at all. Like
Mhm.
um if it needs editing and you sell me on it, fine. Why should I just be that guy that's being rigid? Everyone wants to leave their mark, and I wholeheartedly support that. So yeah,
Hmm.
like I'm just like I intend to be that versatile. Like I said, I didn't have anything planned with the Hulk and the Marvel parody, and then all of a sudden they just threw that in there, and I just went to and he literally the bathroom. God help the bathroom.
Now, I wanna know what got you into, doing that, writing, scripting, and being creative in regards to, being in that situation? What made you wanna do that?
Oh wow, that goes back in the day. Um, I was in high school. Like I was all like, "What if Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Link, and I think it was Link and I think Funky Kong did something in the." So I wrote out like this huge movie script with
Mhm,
Nintendo characters, and it was terrible. It was terrible because like if you go back and like look at your writings when you were like way back when, you're just like, what the fuck? What is wrong? Why did I think this was work? But more importantly, what stands out are this thing are like the ideas that stay, and I think that's literally what started it all. Like because it was just a bunch of Nintendo characters doing fuck all or whatever.
mhm,
Forget the actual plot. Good luck finding that script because that was before. That was when AOL just started or whatever. Anyway,
mhm,
um, so then I started really parody. Then the animation bits that we started to take off started taking off because we started with making fun of the Republican National Convention. Then there was an animation where former President Barack Obama, whether you love him or hate him, comes out as a huge Pokemon fan for literally no reason, and it went on from there. So one of the things that stood out from that old Nintendo script way back when was the character of Diddy Kong, who was
mhm,
condescending to anyone that pissed him off. I was all
hmm,
like, I remember that character so well because he just looks down on everybody that pisses him off. So I took
mhm,
that character and when we were doing Attack on Gossip or Attack on Titan parody, I literally took Diddy Kong's personality, plugged it into Armin. The only difference between Diddy Kong and Armin is that in Attack on Gossip, the parody, Armin comes out like he's condescending, but at the same time he does not he loves wearing women's clothes, and it was one of the
Hmm.
most spectacular things I ever came up with, because the first time you see Armin in that in that wife in that like tank top in this mini skirt, it was solid fucking gold. Oh, Armin. Anyway, but yeah, so that's how the whole parody writing bit started.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. And you never let those dreams subside, or you never squash them, or uh, deleted those dreams after. Because a lot of people, once they see a failure, or they see something that's not up to par, up to, like, golden standards, they immediately quit. So what made you decide to keep going and keep trying, and eventually run into the individuals that you're collaborating with right now?
Like I said, it's more along the lines of keep what works for later, and then as you refine your skill, you're always going to be leveling up your skills. So
Ooh, you leveling
yeah,
up your skills. Okay.
once you level and your skills are to the point where, okay, this sounds really interesting. Hey, I remember. Wait a minute. I remember Diddy Kong. Hey, Armin, here's Diddy Kong's personality.
Now you mentioned
So
leveling
yeah,
up
it's
your
just like
skills.
you just, huh?
Oh no, what were you saying?
No, it's like I said, just like you have to, because you're not going to be master your goddamn craft at all. Like no one's God's gift to anything. You have to actually like
Hmm.
work to it, and as you're
Hmm.
developing, you just remember like, okay, what this was bad, but like these bits were good, and these bits were good. I'll take those bits and put them elsewhere.
Hmm. Because you know that some people, like, for example, when you play like Super Smash Bros. The first time and you get absolutely wrecked, and you're like, man, I'm never gonna be good at this game. I'm always gonna be trash. And you play the second, third, fourth, fifth time, and you're like, hey, I'm understanding what to do. And so you're saying pretty much it's the similar concept in regards to script writing, in regards to selecting what creativeness is actually going to be either a hit on what you're putting out, or whether it makes sense in regards to the dialogue or the uh, creation that you're coming up with.
Pretty much, and it kind of paid off because like, granted, the animations viewer the viewer count for the animations are low.
Hmm.
The praise for it is fucking real. One of the most popular animation that we got still goes down to this day is Yugi Bro, when Tristan and Joey when Tristan and Joey give each other the Dutch rudder.
Hmm. Describe that. The Dutch what?
The Dutch rudder. Okay, I'll do it. It's like I'll do it in because I kind of use Yu-Gi-Oh abridged voices as just to pay homage to Little Karibo. Is so Joey's all like, what's that? It's when you take your hand and put it instead. It's when you take your hand and put it down my pants and start masturbating me, and I do it to you simultaneously. I'm not a
Ah.
fluffer. We're not fluffers, Joey. We're bros. But we have to be we have to be true bros. And like all true bros, we're so deep in the closet that we can see that one Christmas sweater we have to wear to please Aunt Mavis.
And who does the voice animations?
The voice acting, or
Hmm.
yeah, no, it's me, Captain K. If Tyler wants to do voice acting for the upcoming Marvel parodies. I don't know if Robert wants to do the same, but if he wants to do it, I'm not going to stop him.
Yeah, because you just got into character, and I was like, that sounds almost like you already, like, you're not just part of that writing staff. It sounds like you also do some of the voice acting yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, like back in the day, I also did a bridging, but then again, I don't really consider, because like I consider voice acting as, I do voice acting for two reasons. One,
Hmm.
because it's a hobby, and two, to save company money. If I have to do it for work, then I'll find it really boring and uninteresting, and I'll lose interest.
Hmm. So, I also wanted to ask, since you said so many Nintendo games and so many references, do you ever feel like playing video games enables you at times to have almost like a cheat in regards to having a head start on certain skill sets?
Not really. I mean, like it just I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from. Like you know, you play. For instance, right now we're doing a let's play on Cyberpunk, and
Yeah.
seeing it as how seeing the AI work. Oh wait, no, not even that. You know how you do? You know Cyberpunk's quick hack system when you hit a button and everything goes bullet time and all that stuff. You can
Yeah.
stare
Yeah.
at like.
Yeah.
When I was staring at that, that literally gave me inspiration to basically say, okay, why don't I clone this for a tutorial series in Unreal Engine 4? And I literally
Mm.
did that. Cyberpunk's quick hack tutorial system. And you basically, okay, what happens when you hit, for me, it's the tab key. So what happens when you hit the tab key? Okay, the global time dilation goes down. No, so that's one tutorial. Okay, what else happens when you're staring at something? A loading screen. Well, technically speaking, it's not a loading screen, but I just said, you know what, let's put a loading screen in there before the menu actually appears. So that's another tutorial that I did. The
Hmm.
commands: possess, kill, do something else. And so I did those commands. You possess the dude, you do something. If you're possessed, you unpossess, you repossess the character, and then do something else and then kill. Now I don't remember what. I honestly don't remember what the something else bit was. Either way, I did that tutorial series in I think it was between 3 and 5 parts. Either way, I was like, oh, I saw that and I'm like, oh, okay. If anyone wants to learn how to do that, there you go.
Hmm. That's actually pretty cool. The way that you're able to do all that.
Well,
Because
yeah, I mean,
can you run?
good.
Hold on, but your computer can run it? Because I heard that it's tough to even get Cyberpunk to run on like 70% of computers or whatever.
Well, for the record, I got mine top of the line. Both. Well, this is a new computer because
Oh,
my other one
flexing on
died.
it.
But even then, the other one ran Cyberpunk. Oh, my other computer. Oh. Viewers, listeners, everyone involved, including Nico, please heed my warning. Invest in GitHub. When I lost my computer, everything that I put on in terms of Insane Heroes went down with my computer dying, and I had to restart from scratch. And I restarted from scratch back in June. So yeah, oh my god, you have no idea how screwed I got.
So give us a little cheat sheet. What would what would or why would you say get GitHub? Is there a specific backup or something that we should use on GitHub or?
Yeah, it's cloud computer. Yeah, it's cloud. So you just upload all your stuff to the cloud. And that's what I didn't do. And when my computer died, I lost all of that information. And I
Interesting.
miss it so much.
So are you saying it's like almost like a virtual hard drive?
Yeah, yeah. Just
Interesting.
GitHub's just really fucking famous.
Interesting. Well, you guys heard it from him. Get that cloud backup. I try to at least copy my hard drive just in case anything happens. I can just swap it out, especially with a new rig. But that's actually pretty interesting. And I would assume that because you have a lot of the scripting of the team, that your writing is even more so important.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is, but then again, all of my scripts are on my Google Drives and whatnot.
Ah, even smarter, even smarter. Now, in your personal and professional opinion, what would you say is the most important personality trait needed to be an effective script writer?
Well, in all honesty, and so because I don't know if you ever watched Extra Credits, or I don't know if they're still around. They were around when when the Escapist magazine was up and running, or rather, no, Escapist magazine's still up and running, and they were a part of it, and then they ditched out and did their own thing. Anyway,
Hmm.
because they had advice too, just like if you wanna start writing, then go live your life, take risks, do stuff that's outside
Yeah.
of your comfort zone. Yeah, I mean, I did that all the time, and I can honestly say that that most of the experiences, while we're not very rewarding, we're very funny. For everything from the night of 9 fails to challenge acceptance. Ooh, speaking of, let me show you a challenge accepted right now. So challenge accepted is a way that you can. It's not. It's not. It's not trolling the public, but like these challenge accepteds are a way to break the ice
Hmm.
with anybody. And I usually use it for date night because for date night for when I'm whenever I'm going out to try to get lucky because even though even though I'm socially competent, sometimes I just want to mix it up. One of my favorite challenge accepteds is called the Lauren Winter Challenge. The Lauren Winter Challenge involves going up to someone random, and you're all like, "Excuse me, do you know someone by the name of Lauren Winter?" No. Now, I'm not trying to be pushy or anything, but it's very important that I find this person. You don't know who Lauren Winter is? No, I'm sorry, I don't. What about now?
And does it work?
Well, yeah, it breaks the ice because they're just like dumbfounded trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, and then you just go from there.
That's actually a pretty cool tactic. That's pretty cool.
That was one of the funniest. Oh, don't get me wrong. There are tons of challenge acceptance that I just straight refuse to do. Like there's the one called the Creeper Challenge. And you
Hmm.
just go up to a person, just like, "Excuse me, you know you smell different when you're awake." No, I'm never doing. That is you're
Because
looking at
I,
like
no, because I'm imagining like you go up to the wrong person, you might get socked or slapped or something.
you say something like that, you are legally required to get socked in the face. Not even socked, just a cold cock from a goddamn pistol. Like you
Oh
just
my goodness.
deserve that. Like that is legally required. Why would you? Oh,
Oh,
oh man.
that's so funny. Now, if you weren't a, game tutorial individual or a script or and you're 9 to 5er, what would be an employment that you would desire to have like a dream job outside of what you are currently doing? If no other factors, no bills, time, etc., was not an issue, what would be something that you wish that you could be doing?
Wow, outside game development, I never really thought. Well, then again, the whole Mad Hen House media bit was kind of unexpected too. I didn't even want to do that. It just sort of happened. Um, uh, fuck. Professional couch potato. I don't even know what the fuck that
Oh,
even.
oh, no, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. There's no such thing as a wrong answer. That is a good answer. Now, if you were a professional couch potato, are you playing like Smash Bros all day, or because if I was a professional couch potato, I'd be like, hey, listen, I'll play Mario Kart. You want to take an L?
Yeah, I'd Mario Kart it up. I'm not doing Smash. I'm never gonna do Smash because everyone plays Smash wrong. I don't do tournament Smash. I do all items and explode things because Smash Brothers is not a fighting game. Do not come at me with that. Any of your viewers come at me, I will defend myself. Fuck that noise. Get out of here with that.
So, how do you play Smash Bros? You said.
Four players, all explosions in all explosive items in that bit because it's not a fighting game. It's just a fun beat 'em up party game. That is it. I don't do tournament style Smash because it's
Wait,
boring.
what's the tournament style?
1v1 Final Destination version of any map.
So like when you get together, that's how you guys play. You guys play like one v
The
one,
tournament
one v
styles,
one, 1v1.
yeah, tournament style Smash involves
Oh,
1v1, no items, Final Destination version of any map,
yeah,
and
yeah.
even then, it's boring. It is completely fucking boring. If I wanted to play a fighting game, I'd go to DB Fighter Z. I go to Fighter 5. I go to Guilty Gear. I go to any established fighting game that is an actual fighting game. Smash Brothers isn't. And if your viewers want to come at me, they can come at me. Oh, Doug just badmouthed Smash Brothers, calling it not a fighting game. Motherfucker, it's a fucking party game. Be done with it. You're just
Have
supposed to have fun. We made
have you
that
played?
into what?
Have you played with like everybody for themselves, free for all?
Oh yeah, we actually did it. We made a drinking game out of that too. Thank God, that made it even more fun. Like we do a free for all at the end
Hmm.
of every match. We tally up for every 3 fighters, for every 3 KOs, every other player gets, you have to take a drink, and that stacks. So if I
Oh,
get 3,
dang.
you get 6, someone else gets 9, and then another person gets 12. I got to take 2 from you, 3 from that person, 4 from another person.
Yeesh.
Oh
I
yeah, we
see.
called
I
it
see.
Super Smashed Brothers, and we got smashed for a good goddamn reason. Game is fucking.
Yo, yo, that is so funny, fam.
Hell yeah.
All right, hold on. We're oh man, we're running out of time because yo, you're making me laugh so hard, fam. Okay, last few questions here. If you were either writing a book or had the concept of a book written, what would it be about?
I'm not a book person. I am not a book person. I'd rather just do this. I'd rather just do the script. So that entire question's kind of no, and I'm not
Hey,
gonna
no,
waste
that's
your time.
no, that's completely fine. Cause in my head, anybody that doesn't do anything in regards to serious writing, if they do any writing, I always automatically think that they would just slap together their best works together and call it a memoir and call it a day.
Yeah. Well, just if rule of thumb, if you're writing a book, if any of you are writing a book and it gets published, first of all, good on you. Second, do not call yourself an author in front of Captain K, Kevin Bradley.
Hmm.
He's one of our writers slash Slab Lounge podcast hosters, and he helps me out with the Let's Plays. If you call yourself an author in front of this man, he will punch you in the face. He's like, just call yourself a writer and be done with it. Oh my god, you did not that reaction still stays right in my.
It
I
sounds like you
never
heard of it.
saw that man get heated as hard as that moment when a character in a game that we were doing a let's play of Hotel. We still are of Hotel Dusk Room 215. One of the
Mhm.
characters that you meet up. His name's Martin Summer. He's actually an author, but he's so the main character Kyle Hyde's like, oh, you're a writer, and Martin's like, oh, I prefer to call myself an author. Captain K lost his shit and he wanted to punch that guy so hard. He never saw. I've known this man for over 10 years. That man has never gotten as angry as I've seen him get
Oh
angry.
my goodness. Is he an author? Or
Kevin,
he yeah, or he
he is a writer. He is working on a novel. He's working on yes, he's working. I think he's working on 2 novels, and he's lending his hand towards writing our serious animation bits, and I got to give him credit where credit is due. He churned out stuff that I did not think were possible. So usually I just give some like, oh, if you want to handle this, here you go. I'll just have a couple of instructions, but more or less, this is you do you. He comes back with something so awesome. I'm just all like, what? I love you, Captain K. The reason why I call him Captain K is this: if you meet the man, if you meet
Mhm.
Kevin Bradley in person, it doesn't matter if it's over the phone, Zoom, whatever. You meet him, you talk to him, you will understand why Captain K is a deserved title.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
And that brings me to my last and one of my favorite questions. If you could go back to 18-year-old version of yourself and you have 5 minutes, you only have 5 minutes to talk to yourself, what would you say?
Oh no. Okay, let me preface this by saying, in another podcast interview,
Hmm.
I was asked which era of history would you go back to. I completely dismantled that argument, and I'm going to dismantle this one as well. If you could go back to 18-year-old you, would
Hmm.
18-year-old you even fucking listen? They're just going through college. They see tits for the first time. They're thinking, I'm away from my parents. I can fuck now with impunity. I am now this the 36-year-old asshole me comes in bald, kind of fat, saying, hey, I'm doing this, and this. And the 18-year-old me is gonna be like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna do anything. I can do everything. My parents aren't around. Fuck eating spam. I'm gonna eat McDonald's every goddamn day. The 18-year-old you isn't going to listen. Why? Why would they listen to you? Not gonna give a shit. I mean, like they're not gonna do it. The only way, the only possible way they would listen to you is if you tell them the winning lottery numbers, and even then, they
Mm.
probably won't give a shit. They're probably just gonna get. They're gonna have like 18-year-old me would say like, I have $5 to get a lottery ticket and win the Powerball, or I can buy some condoms and do what needs to be done. That dick is gonna say, "Get the fucking condoms, go in and do your fucking job," and they're not gonna. They won't regret a goddamn thing. That's 18. No, 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 no. They won't listen. The 18-year-old you won't listen. That's just a fact.
Hey, no, that's still a solid answer though, because you're keeping it real with yourself.
It's just a fact, man. Oh Lord.
And with
Oh
that
my.
being said, I did want to give you another opportunity to once again give yourself a pat on the back in regards to all the work that you've done, as well as let people know where they can follow you once again, where they can support you. Because if this is not your day job, then you will need as much support as possible. So let them know where they can find any of your works, whether it's your personal works, whether it's the professional works that you have, so that way they can support you.
Well, like I said, our professional stuff is youtube.com/Mad Hen House. If you want to go to our website, just go to madhenhouse.com. To be honest, though, while I would like to take full credit for everything, it is still a team effort. No, it really is.
Yeah, yeah,
Captain
yeah.
K is better at improv comedy than I am. Yes, I went
Mm,
on that rant with 18-year-old me, whatever. He would kill it. Bobbert is
okay.
great at slab lounging / writing, and Tyler
Mhm.
kind of brings more, kind of yanks our choke chains down to reality when he wants to just act more professional. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right,
And
right.
even then, they bring their writing skills to the table, and then there's our animators, Josh Hagren, who gives us who gave us some phenomenal stuff for the serious stuff, and Luke Davis, who's working on our our comedy animated stuff. And yeah, like I said, Matt, just go to YouTube. That was a terrible attempted burp. Go to youtube.com/Mad Hen House or madhenhouse.com, whichever one makes you feel happy. So if you're on youtube.com/Mad Hen House, please subscribe as well. Like, comment, and subscribe, because that would help us out greatly and keep bringing you content that 18 well 18 1973 people would find very offensive, because we do such questionable things like saying, "I work for a woman." Yes, women can be in positions of power, and I don't know, horse tranquilizers. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, youtube.com/Mad House.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Doug, and for giving your take on what 18-year-old you is not going to be listening to, as well as your writing process, your inspiration, what got you into gaming, what got you into uh, writing, script writing, and what got you to not give up. Because, as I said, a lot of people give up. They don't want to level up. They want to be the individuals that buy their 2K VC tokens or whatever with money and be like, I need to instantly be a master craft writer. And if I'm not, I'm absolutely garbage. So once again, I appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule and joining us today. Other than that, it's been a wonderful interview. Take care and have a great rest of your night then.
You too.